The Hutchinson High School Stream Team is made up of students in the Arts AV cluster at Hutchinson High School. This young group of creative students dedicate their time after school and on the weekends to produce live event broadcasts. These events are streamed live over the World Wide Web for audiences across the state, the nation, and even worldwide. Of note, we are particularly proud of a recent volleyball broadcast which was viewed by deployed family members in Afghanistan. Our team uses high-end production equipment, including multiple cameras, mass communication headsets, live video switchboards, live timing, and even an instant replay generator to produce incredibly high-quality and engaging content for our viewers. The team is made up of between 6 to 10 high school students. Each unique position is responsible for a certain aspect of the show, yet all moving in sync to bring the best possible viewing experience to our audience. Our team started in March of 2010 and to date has produced over 100 live streams. We began mainly producing streams in our own home school, but have since mobilized our equipment and have done various events around the state. It is always an exciting experience for us to produce these streams, but the real reward is being able to bring live coverage of special events to parents and fans who are unable to make the often long trips around our great state.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this final game of day 2. My name is Ben Johnson.
And I'm Taylor.
We are going to be running your play-by-play and your colored commentary for this, the semifinal game, the Wasilla JV Warriors taking on the host town, the Valdez Buccaneers. Before we get started, we got a massive crew working this game for you, all kinds of camera people, everything you could possibly need to have an enjoyable viewing experience at home. So let's head over to V4 and meet the Hutchinson High School stream team.
I'm Taylor Gatto. I'm going to be the man behind the mic today. Thank you guys for watching this great stream we put together for you. And make sure you guys donate to us. We like to put together these great streams for you.
Hey, I'm Miranda Schiff. I'm a junior, and thanks for coming to the Hutchinson High School stream team.
Hi, I'm Sophia Squires. I'm a freshman. Thanks for watching Stream Team.
Hi, my name's Aaliyah. I'm a freshman. Thanks for watching.
Hi, my name is Estelle Hallbrooks. I'm a freshman, and thanks for watching.
Hey guys, I'm Jade Pine. I'm a senior, and thanks for watching Stream Team.
Hey guys, I'm Bernadette Quinn. I'm a junior, and thanks for watching the stream team.
I'm Daniel Montague. I'm a junior, and thanks for supporting the stream team.
I'm Morgan Blair. I'm a junior, and this is Stream Team.
I'm Chantel. I'm a senior, and thanks for watching.
Hey, I'm Mr. Johnson. I'm the club advisor for this. That means I can spend my weekend with all these high schoolers producing a game for you. So donate some money, send me guys some coffee. Thanks for watching.
All right, folks, so that's who is going to be running this game for you. I want to give big ups to the one, the only Miss Aaliyah Rollins, who is down running the tech director for you. So she's in charge of the show while we're up here goofing around. Miranda Schiff's down on the floor, the dangerous camera in this packed Valdez gym. The whole town's turned out. The boys just played, Valdez boys just played in their semifinal, and they'll be advancing to the championship tomorrow to play Monroe. And now, of course, the Valdez girls. No fans left for this one. Taylor, what do you got for us? Predictions on this game?
Well, from looking at the scores from yesterday, Valdez took away with a huge win. I think it was 42 points coming out the end of the game there. Run through Bobby Mott, the all-star here. It looks like she actually might not be starting tonight, but I'm going to say Valdez takes the victory by, I think around 15 points.
All right, well, the Wasilla JV Warriors don't agree with you. I'm sure all the Wasilla fans, if you want to text in your disagreements, you can send it to the text message that we'll be bringing up on screen here in a little while. After we get to this starting lineup, though, number 31 is starting Drobaugh. Number is sophomore at 5'8". Probably a lot of youth on the JV team here, so sophomores and freshmen aren't going to be as big a deal. Colleen Hahn, also sophomore, listed at 5'10". And number 55 will round up the starting lineup. That's Desiree Titus, a friend of the Hutchinson Hawks, we know her. And she's a sophomore at 5'9". And Taylor will take you through the starting lineup for the Valdez Buccaneers. Girls, you can adjust those name bars by resetting the adjustment on the DDR line.
All righty. For your Valdez Buccaneers, starting off, we have number 4, Jade Watts. And then we also have number 14, Carly Fleming, a sophomore at 5'5". And then number 12, Kaylee McDonald Jr. at 5'5". And then number 23, actually I was wrong, number 23, Bobby Mott, only a junior at 6 feet tall. And then rounding out that lineup is number 34, Tori Francosi, a senior, 5'6".
Well, I know since Valdez is in our district, we hope that Mott being listed as a junior is actually a typo. I hope, because we have to play her twice a year, and she can be a real tear. Of course, we don't know anything about Wasilla, the JV team. We know Wasilla's varsity team. Man, what a storied team that is. We're state championship after state championship. So it's no surprise that their JV team was able to advance this far in this tournament. But we'll see now, taking on a very strong Valdez Buccaneers team, what they have to offer.
All righty, getting to the tip-off here.
So Sophia Squires is down there. She'll be running our scoreboard and clock for you, so the girls will get that up on screen.
Bobby Mott on the first miss of the night. Tip ball right there, able to keep it alive. Stolen by Watts. Watts, the speedster, getting down the floor here. Layup, no good. Going the other way now. Layup up there, no good. Rebounded by Mott.
Fast and furious start for the two teams, but nobody's able to finish on these breaks.
Blocking foul called right there.
So first foul of the game is going to be on number 32 there, picking up her first foul. Hopefully both these teams can stay out of foul trouble so we have a nice clean game.
Watts going baseline. Stuck in the corner there and threw the ball away. Ball thrown out of bounds.
Maybe a little bit amped up, both these teams. This gym's packed was really a raucous boys game, so that I'm sure the nerves as you're sitting in the gym hearing a place going crazy. It's a pretty exciting start. Maybe you see that a little bit of a jitteriness in execution here.
Almost a backcourt violation here. Over to Titus underneath. It just rolls around the rim. She's getting another opportunity, and a jump ball is called. Mott able to get her hand down on the ball there, and will be a jump ball. Will stay with Wasilla.
Solid defense. I think Fleming was down there as well, getting her all tied up.
Over on the wing. Dorba over to Hodge. Inside. First bucket of the game for Hahn.
Good play. That's the one thing I was really interested in with this JV team is how well can they execute offenses, because they haven't been running them a lot, but on that series ran it through it really nice.
Fleming starting up top here, giving over to Watts. Screened by Francosi. Watts on the free throw line, short. Francosi saves it for Mott, and Mott's going to go up there. Tough shot right there. She got bailed out there by the foul.
What a play there by Tori Francosi, the senior, 5'6". Everybody else kind of gave up on the play. She goes bound and out of bounds, saves it, and she's going to get her team to the free throw line.
On the first free throw here. It's good. It's kind of interesting to look at. Wasilla, the JV Warriors, they don't play usually at prime time. This is the last game of the night.
Right.
They usually play earlier in the day. So, this may cause some nerves here, as you've seen a couple missed layups here early. Let's hope it doesn't take too much into toll coming in later on.
Well, especially having arrived, Wednesday night, they've really been sitting around a long. They played one game yesterday, but other than that, you're sitting around a long time getting nervous.
Ball's knocked out of bounds. We'll stay with Wasilla. Looks like Valdez is in a 1-2-2 trap. Runs across his half court. Here comes the trap. Going baseline, inside to Titus. Titus, the hook shot, no good. Hahn right there on the hook, just off the rim. Almost loses the ball there. Give it up to Mott. Mott's driving, loses the ball. Bodies all over the place. Titus able to keep a hold of it, but turned it right back over. And we have a foul called underneath.
It's interesting. I'm having a hard time with how many turnovers and missed shots there have been to not say that it's sloppy, but at the same time, there's a lot of crisp plays going on. It's almost like 3-1 crisp plays, but all the sloppiness is happening right around the rim.
Definitely. McDonald here on the short corner jumper is good.
So that would be Wasilla's first lead of the game now as they're up 4-2, about 2.5 in on this one.
Inside there, Hahn tried to get the nice little pass off the cut down the lane, loses it, goes out of bounds.
And it was 32 Hahn that actually stepped in the way. It wasn't the original pass intended for. As you're seeing the replay, a beautiful arcer there to give Valdez that lead.
McDonald pushing down the ball. Gives it over to Watts. Fleming in the corner. Entry pass inside to Watts. Fleming drives inside pass there. Good pass there. Francosi gets caught right here. Jump ball is called.
Boy, how do you like the young gal 32 there, Hahn, ripping it away from the older player. No fear, certainly early in these young players. They're diving on floor and ripping balls out. So, and stealing inbound passes.
Titus, that hit-ahead pass right there, able to keep it in bounds. Skip pass over. Badger. Ball on the ground. They're able to keep it alive. Badger with the elbow jumper off the rim, and now Titus. Nice little hook pass. Hahn wasn't able to keep a hold of it. And there we have it. Anderson with a nice little 15-foot jumper.
Got things all knotted up there, showing some good range. Anyways, Valdez will have to keep that in mind. Aren't going to be able to leave these young girls alone right out there.
Bobby Mott not being as effective as she usually is. The start of last game, she put up 10 straight points for the Buccaneers, kind of being more of a playmaker instead of a scorer this start. As Watts turns it over right there, right off her foot. Maybe the nerves are getting more to the Buccaneers than the Warriors. Maybe they're a little anxious. They don't want to lose to a JV team because that looks really bad on the record.
Well, sometimes you get a little shell-shocked. You kind of thinking you're going to just come out and take it to them, and all of a sudden when they punch back, it freak you out a little bit. Mike Tyson used to say that on some of his boxing matches. Wasn't until the other guy hit you back that you all of a sudden realize you could lose.
Well, Mott right there tried to save it with their win to the crowd right there. Hopefully the audience is all right.
So substitution coming in. Sydney Johnson will be checking in for Fleming.
Watts over to Francosi. Screen right there. Inside pick and roll. Beautiful pass by Watts inside for Johnson.
Boy, that real clean, well-coached play there. Big ups to Coach Fleming for that one, getting his girls to execute.
Cozy tried to save it there. Her coach got in the way there, so bad on the coach there.
Well, he's got one good play and one bad play underneath his belt then. As we see on the replay here on that great little set play off the top of the elbow.
Watts tried to get the steal there, reached across her body.
We appreciate those replays. Are coming in from Jade Fine down there. They might change the transition over a little bit, though, so it's on the actual replay transition, but she's doing a good job getting you guys second looks at all these great plays.
Over in the corner, Anderson back over to Badger. Hodge drive, stop it, pop it. No good. Hahn being aggressive. Finishes over the top of Bobby Mott.
Boy, that's tough play, Bobby Mott. I mean, it was your early runner for MVP Division I talent, and all of a sudden, Wasilla JV taking it right, fearless at her anyways. You see it on the replay here. She takes it right through and in. Didn't see the finish, but you saw the important part, which is lowering your shoulder.
Francosi drives, kicks out to Mott. Watt up top. Oh, the back door right there by Francosi. Watts didn't see it. Lob over the top there. Bad pass there. Might have been tipped. Good pass. Right down the pipe.
Just dropping a dime over the top. What a rainbow. What a good pass.
And we get another lob pass over Bobby Mott. She goes up right in there. Might have gotten fouled there. Doesn't matter. She finishes it with ease.
So back-to-back these two teams going. We'll stay at a tie ball game. Only about 2 minutes left in this first quarter.
Titus goes up, misses the layup. We got a foul underneath there. Foul there's on Sydney Johnson, her first.
checking in then. 2 players coming in for Wasilla. Can't see their numbers from this side. I'll get them in a second. Number 2 and number 45. That's McSorley and Cox check in for the Warriors.
Just able to get the ball in here. That's Anderson fading away there. Ooh, he fouled her on the jump shot there. It was already a tough shot as it is. You could have just left her alone there to shoot.
Yeah, she's almost behind the basket before she even let it go. But she'll see what she can do from the charity stripe.
Oh, got a break there if you're Valdez.
So checking in then for Valdez. Fleming will come back into the game. Number 34, Francosi, checking out.
Second free throw here for Anderson is good. So Wasilla JV Warriors will have a 1-point lead with about 2 minutes remaining here in the first.
Mott didn't really want that pass and caught it awkwardly with 1 foot on each side of the line.
McDonald driving through the lane. Not sure what that was right there. Looked like it was a nice little overhead pass to Fleming. Then again, it also looked like she was trying to pull for like a hook shot. But no matter what, they'll still keep it. Bobby Mott pulls up her 3 and is rejected. Wow, Bobby Mott there tried to take a quick 3 and got rejected.
Very quick step by Wasilla. Looked like a good out-of-bounds play at first, but they closed out real quick, got a hand up on that shot.
They've done their scouting report, definitely. Inside pass there is tipped. Anderson setting it back up. Swinging it out. McSorley on the outside right here. It's tipped. Went last off McSorley.
And checking in, new player for Wasilla, number 31. That's Drobaugh back in the game, actually. She was a starter. Checked out, caught her breath.
McDonald bringing the ball up the floor here. Watts at the top of the key. McDonald trying to go baseline, getting pressured heavily by Anderson. Fleming drives. Watts pump fakes, takes a jump shot, heavily contested. Rebound. Beautiful pass down the floor. Bobby Mott says, give me that.
Oh, and then all kinds of players hitting the floor. And now Mott is down. And this could be a big story for Valdez here as Bobby Mott, their clear all-star, is down. Kind of an awkward play as she lost the dribble there. We're seeing a replay here. Wasilla Warriors doing a great job getting out and running. We can see them get out and run, and Mott will take it away there. And the replay, if it would have been any longer, is it any longer than that? We might be able to see what happened. You have any more of that replay? Oh, that's all we got of that replay because the steal was good. Ooh. But as they headed back there, it kind of got tangled up. She kind of lost her dribble a little bit, and it looks like they're checking on her knee there.
Ooh, that could be bad.
So let's hope it's just a small tweak that you can walk off, as opposed to, of course, all the way up to any kind of sprain you might have. It's nice they do have a athletic trainer here on staff. It's interesting as we travel around the state how many 3A programs don't have. Even our own school doesn't have an athletic trainer, and you're always glad when they're there to kind of give diagnosis. So the two teams get together. I can tell you one way or the other, we've got ourselves quite a ball game here. The youthful Wasilla Warriors, they look really crisp. They're getting out and running. They're running through transitions. Of course, Valdez maybe has a little more in their pocket to pull out. It'll be an interesting coaches battle to see. When you're going upper hand, something like that, you got youthful exuberance from a 4A school or hard experience from a 3A school. Who are you giving the nod to on that one?
I was giving it to Valdez earlier, but if Bobby Mott's injury could be any more serious, I don't know. The youthful JV Warriors seem to, done the scouting report and, really played very well. And as you see Bobby Mott getting up here, it looks like she's going to be going to like she might be done for tonight.
Yeah, as you always kind of look for that first thing is how do you get them up? If they get up and have arms around somebody but are walking is always a better sign than what you saw here, which is carried off of the court. So we'll certainly be thinking about Mott. I don't think we're going to be seeing her back for this game anyways, but we can hope for the Buccaneers' sake that it's not an injury that's going to keep her out for any extended length of time. I'm kind of looking down how they're working on her. They are straightening her leg now, which is generally not the worst sign. I mean, it doesn't prove anything, but she is straightening that leg out and didn't totally scream in pain, as I've seen many a football player and rugby player do in my time. So
back on the floor here, McDonald gets reached across, foul.
Fifth team foul now on Wasilla, so might be a little bit of something as Valdez anymore. They're going to start spending some time in the bonus.
Get pass over to Watt.
As a little correction, that was only the fourth team foul.
Francosi drives, hook shot, high arcing. She's going to get fouled, and she's now going to go to the line and shoot 2.
Strong move to the lane by Francosi there, and that often will work out well for you. And actually now I get to correct again. The scoreboard up on in the stadium here had 5, then had 4, then had 5, so it is 5 team fouls. By the way, while we have just a second while she's shooting free throws, if you want to get your 2 cents in on this game, you can text in a cheer. You can text in your cheer to the number 702-276-7723. Maybe we can get that number up on screen, Jade. 702-276-7723. If you text in your cheer, it comes to an iPad right up here, and I'll read it on air for you so you can be a part of the action even from the comfort and warmth of your own home. Don't text if you're from Florida. We're very jealous of your weather.
So Francosi here made the one out of 2 free throws here. About 10 seconds left here in the first quarter. Anderson drives, kicked inside there. It is stolen by Cozy, the veteran senior here, making a play here. 3 seconds. Watts.
2. Is she seeing the time? Didn't see the time. You hate that if you're a coach. Not that it's a high percentage shot, but you want to see something heading towards the rim. You don't want to dribble out the clock.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
There you go. Who was that, Jordan?
I think so.
Yeah, it was Jordan that said that. So, end of the first quarter action here. Quite the ball game, 9-9. Not a ton of story to be had in terms of foul trouble, but of course the big story, Bobby Mott going down with a knee injury, does not look like she'll be returning. We got her right here in front of us getting some ice on her knee, so she's getting well cared for. Meanwhile, cheerleaders out, Valdez Buccaneers cheerleaders out, cheering it up. And I can tell you one of my favorite parts about Valdez is their pep squad. They got a pep band, good cheerleaders, and they're a good crew. So if you're a coach now, what are you telling each of these teams as far as second quarter adjustments?
Well, for Valdez, you just lost Bobby Mott, your main ball handler, as well as kind of your all-star. So, you're telling your team, don't freak out. She's going to be okay. Stay together as a team, move the ball around and find the good shot. And if you're Wasilla here, you're going to keep doing the same thing you're doing, fix a little bit up on defense. Pretty strong defensively, but gave up some some bad turnovers, not handling the ball too well. So, don't let the nerves get to you and just play smart. Have fun out there. You don't get to play in the bright lights very often, so make the most of it.
It'll be interesting to see how Francosi there, the one senior on the Valdez Buccaneers, can kind of rally her girls. She's seen the most adversity, and they're into it now.
Badger gives it up to Anderson. Over to Hahn. Anderson, short corner jumper here, no good. Francosi gets the rebound, and she is ripping. Francosi fighting and keeps it alive. Sydney Johnson wide open is fouled as she goes up, and now she's going to go to the line and shoot 2 free throws.
Good foul there. Obviously, you've got a wide open player, so if you're going to foul them, at least foul them hard enough that they're not going to get something up. At least make them go earn it at the stripe, and she earns her first one there. What I always hated when I was coaching down there is if your player ends up barely ticky-tack fouling and they still get an easy layup, so you might as well hit them hard if you're going to hit them.
Anderson with the middle, back over to Badger. Kick out to Anderson, moving the ball around. And we have a foul before the jump shot there. Kick out here, Anderson drives, floater off the rim, rolled around it's out of bounds here. It's going to go to Valdez.
Strong move down the baseline there by Anderson. Quick step.
Fleming bringing the ball down the floor. She was the second leading scorer last night, so let's see if she can kind of lead this team and become the first as Watts throws it away to Hahn. Inside to Hahn. Hahn power dribble inside, and she's fouled. And now she's going to go to the line.
So again, as we got a minute here as they're stepping to the line, if you want to text in your cheer, you can text your cheer into phone number 702-276-7723. We'll read it on air for you. So all you Wasilla Warrior fans, send in your cheers. Valdez Buccaneers, we know you guys got fans all over the place because a bunch of you snowbird out of here in the wintertime. So text in your cheer again, 702-276-7723, and we'll read it on air for you.
Hahn misses both free throws there. One thing I have to say about Valdez, both teams here very efficient free throw shooters. Last game, Valdez boys did not miss a single free throw, and they were at the line at least 6 or 7 times. So they had their opportunities to miss, and they didn't. And same thing with Valdez, very efficient from the free throw line. So let's see if that takes an effect later on, as the game seems pretty close to start. Watts. Francosi in the corner. She drives. She tries to kick it out, and she gets stripped. Layup up there, no good by Hahn. Hahn's going to go to the line now and shoot 2.
I think a big deal for Valdez, is make sure they get some box outs. They're not really boxing out. They're getting in front, but they're kind of letting the slightly longer Wasilla Warriors reach over the top of them. So you got to push back when you're boxing out as well as simply just reaching up.
So full timeout called here by Valdez. Want to talk some things over. Forgot the game plan to go.
So as they're talking things over, you can kind of see on your screen there, they've actually brought the stretcher. Valdez Fire Department coming in. Looks like they're going to take Mott in for a little bit more of a look here. I can't imagine it's anything life-threatening. You might wonder maybe if it's a break of some sort, or if this is just kind of one of those precautions. Anytime you got a stretcher, it looks really dramatic. But having seen the injury happen, I don't think she's in any kind of pain like that. But as we're saying that, we see the individual there. So that's not an air crash. That's actually a little sling that it looks like they're going to be putting her in. Well, regardless, they'll be getting her on and out of here, and I think maybe this is an injury timeout for them to get these dealings dealt with. And that gives us a good opportunity to tell you a little bit more about this tournament. This is the 40th annual Valdez Elks tournament. What a long run that would be. It said back in December 28th, 1977, it was a clear and chilly, but Valdez had a nice 25 inches of snow dumped on it earlier, 2 days before that. It was quite a different time back then. Jimmy Carter was your president. The Dallas Cowboys, boo, won the Super Bowl 7 a few weeks away from it anyways. There was no Star Wars, and there were no Kardashians to keep up with. So it was one of those things where they decided to get some communities together here in Valdez. 6 teams came to that first event, including teams from Homer, which I don't even know how you get here from Homer. That's got to be 10, 11-hour drive
for sure
to get all the way around from Homer. Cordova comes over. That's a boat trip. I think the ferry may be running in December of 1977. I don't know, but throughout the years, been a number of teams coming through from Nenana, Toke, Wasilla comes in. Hutchinson High School, since we reopened in 2004, we've been regulars at this tournament, and we certainly appreciate you all tuning in. I'm sorry, we're trying to hear the PA announcer making an announcement here for everyone. Regardless, as far as this Elks tournament's concerned, this is the 4th time that the stream teams come down and streamed it. We always get a ton of viewers, and we appreciate you all tuning in at home, and hopefully you're appreciating us all putting it together. And maybe if we can get Miranda to head on over to the control room there. If you can get Miranda to head on over to the control room, we can show you a little bit of our back end working while we're dealing with this. They're not listening to me down in the booth, so we may or may not get that shot. If you could have Miranda head over, guys. Taylor, you're the club president of the stream team. What more can you tell all of our fans at home about what's going on here?
Well, it's been a long time coming. We've worked. This is my 2nd year doing stream team. It's always been an enjoyment here. But being the club president, and especially putting together this for the Elks tournament, it takes a couple weeks to put this stream together. And a lot of hard-working bodies, a lot of meetings coming together, working on graphics and setting logos and doing all of those little things that may seem little to you guys, but come together and make a great stream.
So I think they got the camera there set up so you guys can see a little bit of the back end booth. If they can take camera 4, Aaliyah, yeah, there's the back booth. There's Aaliyah Rollins. Morgan Blair, she thought she was going to go swimming, but I guess they closed the pool on her, so that's too bad. Sophia Squires, let's turn to the camera and wave. She's eating all of Taylor's Chex Mix because I told him he can't eat Chex Mix while he's on there. She's taking care of your scoreboard. But you can see that control booth there, and maybe if Miranda can swing around. Well, there's Jade. She's not doing much of anything. But that TriCaster right there, well, that's a really expensive piece of equipment, and I'm the only adult around. And you can see Jade's walking back behind there trying to disconnect the power, I think. And they've got sodas. They've got food. I got to buy food for 11 high schoolers throughout a 3-day stretch. And so we're talking about a lot of soda being consumed here. But all of that is so that you guys can watch for free. And I'll tell you one thing, folks watching from home, they really want us to go to a pay-per-view. They really want us to start charging $5, $6, $7, as much as $15 per game for you guys to be able to log in and watch. I really don't want to do that. I like the kids to be able to do it for free. I like you to be able to watch for free. And we're able to do that because some of you maybe have a little extra or just really appreciate it. Send in gracious donations, things like you can check out how old that computer is there for our scoreboard system. If you can send in a donation, right now you got to mail it in because even though we've got high-tech equipment, we can't do online donations. But you can mail a check in to the address that they're about to put on screen, right, Aaliyah? Aaliyah, click a couple buttons and put that on screen. There, Jade's pointing it out to you. That you can mail in that donation to 3750 Geist Road in Fairbanks, Alaska, number 99709. So you kind of saw the stretcher there. They did kind of sling that leg, and they're taking Bobby out. Going to go check her out. We appreciate Valdez Fire Department coming in and getting her taken care of, and we'll certainly be thinking about and praying for Bobby and her family. I guess it is good news, maybe if that injury is a little more serious, that maybe she is just a junior, and we'll be able to see her again because we love watching her play. So we wish her the best. Valdez girls getting all that snow cleaned up. It was about, it wasn't 2 feet of snow, but it was about a foot of snow fell as we were coming down here. So there's plenty of snow, and it'll be here till about mid-April. Again, all of you in Florida, just bear that in mind. But I can tell you it's awfully warm here in Valdez. It was about 8 degrees last night when we walked down to Safeway, which is considerably warmer than -20 it was in Fairbanks when we left. So now that the teams have had that to kind of calm them down, let's see who can carry some momentum here. 6 minutes left in this second quarter.
All righty, kick out here. 3 ball, way long. Fleming with the rebound. You know, girls here didn't really get a chance to warm up again. You know, had about 3 or 4 minutes of, just standing there. So, their arms might be kind of cold here, especially shooting any kind of jump shot. Francosi hop step, drop step layup right there. She's not cold. She's a veteran. She knows how to deal with this.
Strong move from Francosi right there in the paint. Taller bodies around her. She ducked right under him.
Hahn looks, drives, gets stripped there by Fleming.
Oh yeah. Got to be a foul called there. Almost almost could push a technical there, though you see her look up as she says, "I'm sorry," as Han straight shoves away the Valdez defender that was coming and brought this half of the stands that was really close to it onto their feet. We got that on replay at all down there, Morgan? That was a big push. But what a competitive sweetheart, because she does it and then she turns around and looks up at the official and says, "I'm sorry."
The Valdez coach there, Doug Fleming, was not happy. He was yelling, "Give her a tech."
Well, maybe a little bit of father's intuition there, because it was Carly Fleming that got pushed. You add coach's anger on top of dad's anger, and you get one hot character.
And she knocks down both free throws there on the 1-and-1.
So she calms her dad down a little bit by knocking both free throws.
Skip pass there, going over to the corner here. That's a 3-ball off the rim. Fighting for the ball right there. Francosi with the rebound. Swing around, that's Johnson on the wing. Over at the top is Watts. Francosi. Johnson up top, Watts. Fleming pulls up way short. Thatcher bringing up the ball here next possession. McSorley inside Titus. Titus swings it over. 3-ball, no good. Francosi with the rebound. And Titus going to get her hands in on there.
Yeah, turned away from one defender, and Titus was there waiting for her on the other side. Good job by Titus reaching down and getting her tied up there. As we get in the shoot timeout here, got a huge text in from 4A basketball here. A massive upset in the Diamond Girls Prep Tourney that's happening in Anchorage, the biggest girls tournament going on. The number 1 Wasilla girls varsity team gets upset by Chugiak 65-48.
Wow, that's a big loss right there.
The varsity Wasilla team probably a heavy favorite to win that Diamond tournament for sure, but not this time.
Let's see if the JV girls can flip it around here, beat one of the best 3A teams in our state.
Boy, that'd be an interesting locker room. The JV team comes home with the trophy, and your high-powered varsity girls second or third. I'm not sure where they're at in the tournament.
Or how the bracket works.
Yeah.
Our bracket here, it's only a single elimination game, so once you're out, you're out. You can go win the loser's bracket, but, no one's going to go home and tell mom.
Best loser. But Wasilla JV girls, since our long time out there, haven't had much of an answer for Valdez, playing some inspired ball for their fallen comrade.
Pushing down the floor here. Good pass and feed, but she loses the ball there and takes a fall.
Maybe one of your first looks at a little bit of the youth difference when you have someone not overly comfortable dribbling with their left hand is what it looked like. We've seen Cox put it down a few times, but I've been noticing a little right hand tendency for her there.
Francosi on the wing. She drives baseline here, trying to cut off the corner. Good bounce pass to McDonald, not able to hold on to it. Jillian Fleming must be sisters with Carly and dad being Doug right there, number 32, inside. Did a little up and under move there, no good. Gets sent away. Oh. Bodies on the floor here, no call by the official. Jillian Fleming going. She goes to cut, and she just loses the ball right there.
You see a replay here of a lot of contact on this play.
I guess they have no call there. I'm not sure. I guess maybe she just fell. Titus kicks it over. That's Anderson. Short corner jumper there, off the front of the rim. Titus underneath, finishes.
Good rebound and put back by Titus. Really strong position there on that block and didn't move off of it.
Titus was part of that strong Hutchison team last year that made it all the way to state and kind of, fell apart when it came to the state tournament, but they were really strong during the regular season, beating teams by 20, 30 points every game. Francosi going baseline here, Fleming being left wide open from downtown. No good there. And it goes off, and it's going to stay with Wasilla.
Defender got a little confused there, came to her, and then walked right away from her, but unable to cash in on the mistaken defense there.
McSorley gives it off to Anderson to start up the next possession here for the Warriors. Lob over here, McSorley inside. Looked like she wanted to give it to Titus. He tipped out of bounds by Francosi.
So substitution checking in. Again, they kind of come in sideways to me, so it takes a second to get there. Number 1, Badger, Emily Badger, 5'5", sophomore checking in. And in for the Buccaneers is going to be number 4, that's Watts.
Pass inside there to Titus. Titus, the hook shot right there, just kind of tried to toss it up there. I don't know if she got hit or she just went up and hit the side of the backboard.
Almost looked like she never got a good handle on that ball to begin with, so tried to force it up without even having it in the first place.
McDonald heads it over Francosi in the corner. Francosi hook shot, knocks it down. The veteran there with a nice hook shot.
And I had called for her to respond as the big senior there, and she'd done so far. And kind of an unforced foul there. The ball had already kind of left her hands when 32 ran over there. 32's Fleming ran over and got her. Is going to give her a chance for 2 where she had already missed them. So Cox to the line.
Cox knocks it down the first one.
Some of these girls from Wasilla, I'm noticing a trend in a really nice arc in their free throw. Watch her shoot here. A good arc there. I was always kind of a flatline shooter, which is why they didn't let me play much offense or basketball in general. But a strong program there at Wasilla. I'm sure they pretty well cover how to shoot the old free throw.
And so they do. Cox knocks down the second one. And Francosi there wasn't even looking when she passed it. Cox going to go up again, stops it, rolls around the rim, no good. And the finish there by Hodge comes off, cleans up the garbage.
Good little play there. I wondered if she was going to use her support person on that 2-and-1. I think it had a little easier time had she given it to her right at the get-go, but would have cost her a rebound in the stat sheet.
McDonald here in the corner, trying to dribble out of it. Pass inside to Watts. Inside to Johnson. Rolls around the rim. No good. Gets her own rebound. And her offensive foul is called.
Yeah, going to get called for over the back there. Kind of just charged right through the defending Wasilla rebounder. And
I thought it was an offensive foul, but I guess the shot was in the air when she went to go get it. So it's considered a defensive foul, and now they're going to go shoot the 1-on-1.
So chance now, after having been down by 5, they get things tied up with the first one of the 1-on-1, which she does nicely. And then we'll see if she can get Wasilla JV, who's trailed a little bit in this second quarter, but have kind of stormed back lately, and they got a chance to take the lead here, maybe take it into the halftime.
McDonald there just kind of frustrated. No one coming to the ball there. Watts on the wing.
We'll see if they decide to hold for a last shot here with 20 seconds left. Oh, that is not a penalty you want to commit. McSorley, 5'5" freshman, hopping out.
Let's see if she can get lucky here with Francosi misses, but the senior, usually a veteran, usually a good free throw shooter as she knocks down the first one. Second free throw up for Francosi, in and out. Titus with the rebound. 13 seconds here. Anderson just kind of threw it away right there.
Don't foul her again.
She's getting hounded right there. And a jump ball is called. She got bounced around the whole time right there.
Well, you see the replay in super fast motion. But yeah, there
was some contact there.
You know, the officials in pretty good position. Sometimes you have to look and see where they're standing if they get to see it better. And a good chance for the Wasilla Warriors there at the end, but we're going to start the second half with no more knowledge than we had in the first half. It's a tie ball game. These two teams battling. The Wasilla JV Warriors not afraid at all of what is really a 3A powerhouse. Valdez, not just a good team for our little region, they're a good team for the state, but Wasilla JV not afraid at all. What's your takeaway from this first half here, Taylor, before we get to the cheerleading show?
To be honest, I have no idea what's going to happen in the second half. I said Valdez to start, then Mott went away, and, Tide started to turn the way of Wasilla here. So I'm not sure. I don't know if the veteranism of, Valdez, juniors, seniors, is going to take an effect here. I'm going to stick with, I'm going to go back to Wasilla here. I think they're going to take it away, the young bodies there might have the ability to come back with the win.
Very good. Now here's a show put on for you. Our own school, the Hutchinson Hawks. We got tumblers, we got jumpers. We're even going to have some stunting going on. So let's enjoy a moment here. The Hutchinson High School cheer squad, our school. Two nice basket toss. They finished both their stunts. We saw a team earlier jump one of their stunts, so Hutchinson doing a good job finishing off both theirs. Let's see how their dance is synced up. Three jumps in a real tight sequence there. The first one, they started two jumps right in a row. Well executed by the Hawks. Lots of jumps, lots of action in those routines. Each team in the cheerleading competition here has to do 2 sets of cheers, I believe, mixed with a dance in the middle. Hutchinson has a massive cheer squad, I think bigger than maybe both basketball teams put together. So a lot of girls out there. A little bit of adversity, really, the Hutch cheer squad did during the course of this trip. They had a concussion early this morning in practice, so they were out literally an hour before this, kind of scrambling around trying to figure out how can they fill the spots. You may have noticed in their little double lineup there were 2 holes because we've lost 2 girls during the course of one Valdez trip. But props to the Hutchinson cheer team for putting it together even at the last minute. Go ahead and piece it all together. They looked really strong in their stunts there. So Taylor and I got to take a break because we've been at this thing since about 9 a.m. and we know we got a great second half coming. So we're going to step out for a little bit. But we appreciate you all turning in. 6 minutes, 18 seconds. Second half action coming your way.
What's up, guys? I'm Alyssa, sophomore here at Hutch. Welcome to my crib. All right, come on in, guys. Here in the Arts AV house, we pride ourselves in being the best, so we show that we're the best. And these aren't just plaques on the wall. These are cash money prizes that you can win just from coming here to Hutch and learning everything you can learn in the Arts AV cluster. We've got so many right here. That's about $1,000, probably more. Mr. Johnson's gotten $800 just by himself, not counting all the students. All right, so now we're going to go into the first room in the Arts AV cluster, and my personal favorite spot, the control room. Let's head in there. Alright, so in here we've got the latest, the greatest setup. And in case you guys didn't know, we've got our very own news show, Hawk Hit News, and this is where all the magic happens. Let's check it out. So this is my boy Taylor Gatto, senior here at Hutch. Taylor, what are you and Shayla working on right now?
We're just working on our Hawk Hit News program. With this system that we have here, we can do anything you can imagine, live sport broadcast. This is the same system the Miami Heat use, so you know we're top of our game.
Sounds like we're pretty set up. So not only do we have this super cool switchboard that the Miami Heat also uses, we've got this dope audio board to make sure all of our anchors and everything sound really great. As if this wasn't cool enough, let's get into the main place. Let's hop on over to the studio. Alright guys, this is the main hangout, the main place where all the work gets done. Yo, we've got the coolest and the best lab set up in here, and it's all been put together by our super cool teacher, Mr. Johnson.
What's up, Alyssa? What's up, guys? Welcome to my crib. Yeah, this place is super hooked up, including we got screens. 70-inch 4K screens here, MacBook Pros, not those big little white MacBooks, we got the MacBook Pro 13 inches there. We've got monitors in the back booths and the side booths. We got so super long capabilities, and we put monitors in our hallway. All total 1,111 inches of just pure viewing pleasure right here. That's a view. You can check it out.
That's a lot. Now we're in one of my most favorite places in the entire lab, the studio. In here we've got the best cameras in the state, the best lighting system, and 20 feet of green screen. Our Hawk Hit News is filmed right here, and it's the coolest place in the entire school. Alright, and if you guys really just need to sit down and grind on your work, we've got these super cool back booths with dual monitors. And here's my boy Jaden. Hey Jaden, what are you working on?
I'm just working on some logos so we can get out to the companies, make them look good.
Alright, well it seems like you're doing a pretty good job. I'll let you get back to work. Here at Hutch, we use the latest and the greatest software. All the things that your favorite movies, posters, commercials were made on, we use this same editing software. Because we're the best. All right, guys, let's head over into our equipment room. We've got everything under the sun in here. We've got microphones. We've got DSLR cameras. We've got video cameras. Canon.
But Taylor, you're part of the Arts AV program. Give folks your take on Arts AV there at Hutchinson High School.
It is the best program you will ever see. No lie. I went to Eielson High School my freshman and sophomore year. It was really nice, a good school. But I came to Hutch, and for one, I knew absolutely nobody. And when I went to the Arts AV program, I thought it was just going to be, I'm just doing this to get, away from Eielson. I'm just trying to, try something new. And I'm in love with it. And I'm actually going into college now in communications just because of Arts AV and how inspired I am by what Mr. Johnson has done and just the great classes they offer there.
All right, and part of those great classes is bringing you this great stream, and it's a great game, so let's get back on it.
Jade Watts here takes a tumble right there. Kind of interesting play. That looks like she just kind of fell over.
Something about an early injury makes you nervous on all the little kind of weird twist down now.
Yeah. Francosi here bringing down the ball here. Francosi, hop step. Fleming loses the ball there. Francosi drives. Floater up there, gets hit as she goes. The ball was tipped, and it will stay with Valdez.
It's almost like the second half here started like the first half, kind of a lot of out-of-bound balls.
Inside there to Johnson. Loses the ball there. Kicks it back out. Watts, 15-footer, cash money.
Pretty shot from Watts.
Badger bringing down the ball here. Over to Titus. Good passing, good ball movement here by the JV team. One dribble to that whole possession across half court.
You think Coach drew a couple lines on the board there and showed them exactly how to do it, and they executed it.
Fleming driving baseline. Tough shot right there. Right, tried to get her arm over the backboard right there and try to toss it up right there. That's a miss. Going baseline right there. Nothing going. The deep two up around the rim, no good. Rebound Hodge. Orbra over to Hodge. Hodge is going to drive the lane. Reverse, rolling around the rim, no good.
Boy, athletic shot there from Hodge as she headed towards the baseline there. I thought, no way she's going to be able to come back. But she's nice and long enough that she's able to reach up and get that. If you guys want to fix that replay, put it on V1 on the bottom line there, Aaliyah, and you'll actually get your replay.
McDonald going baseline here. Skip pass to Francosi. Francosi goes up on the hop set there. I thought that was a travel, but I guess she moved her legs. Hodge goes baseline here inside to Titus. Titus hook shot and one. The hoop in the harm.
Good strong move from Titus. That's about the third time I've said this in that stretch. Buccaneers need to get a body on her while she's down there before she gets the ball, because she's establishing position and really making them pay.
Titus on the and one free throw makes it count.
Look like 33 here. Hansen going to check in for Valdez. Coming out is number 4, Watts. That's an interesting substitution there, since Watts seemed to be playing pretty hot right from the start.
Looking at the bench, she looks as confused as we are. As you know, coach's instinct. He saw something that maybe she didn't and made the change. Francosi out to Fleming. Fleming curling. Around to McDonald for 3. No good. Pushing down the floor here, Hodge. Hodge goes through. Blocking foul.
Yeah, checked in there. Looked like she maybe had position. Let's see here. She gets position and then she steps back. If she had set right there when she first turned, I think she could have gotten the charge, but she kind of set and then hopped backwards, and that's going to draw a block.
And Hodge going to knock down this free throw here. 22-19 here. The Warriors are up right now. So I think some of these Valdez fans are kind of stunned. They thought they could come in here seeing another blowout by their hometown team. McDonald here on the outside here kind of throws it away, but it was tipped. Hodge with those long arms there make it so hard because she covers up all the passing lanes. Fleming at the top, kicks it over. Driving through the lane right there, kind of falls over, saves it. Fleming swings it over. Turnover there, Hodge with the steal. The Euro step right there. That's Dorba. Good knowledge of Fleming trying to take the charge right there. Euro step right over, and Fleming fouled her on the arm.
Just see if I'm Valdez here. I'm trying to get the ball over to Francosi here. She was really producing after the exit of Mott. She had been kind of producing, got her team a nice little lead there, but we haven't said her name not one time this second half, so I think you got to push the ball to her. Now Hansen will check out after kind of an uneventful substitution in, but not coming back as Watts. Coming back in instead is Jillian Fleming.
Got the sisters out there, seeing if maybe that duo could make a difference.
You know, when you lose anyone on your team, especially one of your starters, you kind of spend a little while searching around, and when it happens early in a game, you kind of have to spend that game trying to figure out which combination you really need here.
Layup over here by Fleming. Body's on the floor here, and it's going to stay here with Valdez. Referees really letting a lot of contact go here, especially when the no possession of the ball is happening. They are being very.
We see it on the replay there, a little bit short at the tail end of it there, but you saw the ball get knocked out of bounds. There's Francosi. See if she can produce. Tries to dump it off. Maybe could have just headed straight to the hoop with it.
Produces a turnover, and Hodge going to the rim. Euro step finish, no good.
Fleming brings it down. Good with her elbows.
Got to be careful, though. Don't swing those too hard to cause an offensive foul there.
It's not like the 90s. We used to swing as hard as we wanted.
Inside there, Johnson on the layup there is fouled. Now she's going to go to the line down and shoot two more.
I didn't like shooting. I liked throwing bows. Needless to say, everyone knew I was better suited for rugby than I was for basketball. Even all you Wasilla fans at home already know that.
Johnson there on the first free throw, no good.
Sydney Johnson came up. We did regional volleyball, just to give her a little bit of credit. We did regional volleyball in November, and man, was Johnson tough on the volleyball court for, I believe that Valdez won the region championship. Either Valdez or Monroe, they both went to state, but I was doing a lot of commentary, and I was saying Johnson named a lot for some good volleyball action. She's a solid basketball player as well.
Getting some valuable minutes in here, usually coming off the bench. Valuable minutes here with Mott coming out. And hopefully tomorrow we can give you some news on Mott's injury. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. I think she just tweaked something. Didn't look too hard of a fall, but you never know these days.
Good job there by Valdez, number 32, stopping. Really looked like she was going to run through the man, but great job avoiding the foul by stopping. But that ended up with everybody getting out of position there, and Wasilla going to make you pay when they do that. Their spacing was really strong here, and able to find the open man on for that nice little baseline jumper. That replay provided by the one and only Morgan Blair. Nice job on that replay. So Wasilla is going to take a timeout, even though they've got the momentum. I think that Wasilla coach drew up some really good stuff there at halftime. You sometimes have to wonder when you have a player go out that Wasilla probably spent a good majority of their day talking about Mott. How do you stop Mott? Well, she disappears, but then you kind of lose your game plan, which is that maybe why Valdez was able to get that lead in the second quarter as Wasilla was trying to figure out where to go. Now they've had a halftime to figure it out, and looks so far this half that they got it figured out. So a timeout, though, by Coach Rollman might help Coach Doug Fleming as they try to continue to solve the mystery of the best five to have on the floor here. And they're going to have, it's not the most important possession, but you want a little bit of momentum here. You want a clean play, good ball handling, and something to get your team going a little bit slumpish here at the start of this third quarter.
McDonald to start up the next possession. Fleming gets stripped, able to keep it alive. McDonald, screened by Francosi, pick and roll. Francosi looking to create, jump shot up, no good. A little bit of a lob right there. Johnson missed it, but it was tipped out of bounds.
A good set play by Valdez there off the timeout, but unable to produce. Let's see what they can do on an out-of-bounds play here to get it in.
Could have been stolen away there. It looked like she wasn't paying attention. The spin move. Fleming, contested three, nowhere near. And it's just going to fall out of bounds. Anderson, a nice little lob pass in there. And bodies flying.
Body there. Now, we've had innocent falls. That was not one of them, as you see on the replay. Kind of gets undercut there. It's good to see number 32, which is Han. 32 able to hop up. So that's good to see after, not intentionally, but kind of got undercut there by the diving Valdez player.
A technical foul coming here for Coach Fleming. In ways, I don't blame him. Her girl just got undercut, but at the same time, too, you got to learn to keep it cool. I think it was going against her daughter, too. That's Julian Fleming, so, got that dad and coach rage.
Dad and coach rage, they kind of let it go the first time. That time, I think, as is often the case, I always appreciate basketball officials, the good ones anyways. They'll let you say something heated maybe one time, but if you say it again after they warn you, they're going to come back and get you. But no foul, no harm anyways. Is she going to miss both the technical fouls there? But Coach Fleming want to keep it under check because you don't want your kids getting that kind of amped up either, as they're in a battle here.
Anderson up top. Underneath. On just gets it away. Anderson. And a travel is called there. That's actually Badger, excuse me. Shuffled her feet a little bit on the dance floor.
You see here, this play down underneath. I'm not sure we're going to see the shuffle on that frame, just out of the frame there.
Miscommunication there. Wash just kind of throws it away.
Game a little bit sloppy here, and so Fleming's going to take a moment to get his girls over and talk things over. Nice chance to cool himself down there as you see him leaning on his girls. If you want to send in some news to your girls, you can text in to the number that's about to pop on your screen. We actually have a text sent in from phone number 9824 saying, "Nice shot, Jordan." So that's going out to Jordan Cox, number 45 of the Wasilla Warriors. If you want to text in a cheer, you can send it to 702-276-7723. I got an iPad here with me, and the text comes right to me. I'll read it on air for you. The girls can't hear it, but the whole rest of the world, everyone who's tuned in, can. So text in your cheers to that number on your screen, 702-276-7723. 2:24, a little bit of adversity time for Valdez. What's some words your coaches told you, Taylor, kind of shake your team out of this?
I've heard a few things, different philosophies, One is just, have fun, Basketball, yes, it's competitive and you're here to win, but, if you're not having fun, then what's the purpose anymore? And other coaches, they tell me, keep your head in it. Don't let the crowd or any adversity, just worry about getting the ball in the hoop.
I always like my players to be able to just kind of disappear on the court, and all the things from an injured player to a crazy parent at home can disappear, and you can just kind of play the sport that we've been working on for weeks and weeks. And good start anyways out of the timeout as Wasilla, misses, and Valdez get a possession, pull themselves within 5 here, maybe 4.
Anderson there, or that's Badger, excuse me, gets the little pop out right there, goes out of bounds, stays with the Buccaneers.
A lackadaisical pass there from Watts. You put a little more on that bounce pass, really snap it in there to her.
Inside to Watts on the wing. She cuts through. Francosi up top. Hook shot right there gets rejected. Pass right back to Watts. Francosi and the layup, and she blows it. Had an opportunity there for an easy layup and kind of just blows it.
Put it up too strong. Was trying to rush it up before the defense could get back and was too strong with it.
Now Watts going to bring it down the floor here. Watts setting it up. Watts, another jumper here, 15-footer, no good. Sydney Johnson here trying to get the ball in her hands to go up with it, and she just can't hold on to it. Hodge layup is good and one. That's Dorba right there.
Great play by Dorba there, and one of our first and few and ones going on here. Let's see if she can convert the bonus here. While she's setting up to shoot here, did get a couple texts and one for the announcers. Turns out the Flemings are cousins, not sisters.
Wow,
that's what you get when you miss the pregame meetings, I guess, Taylor. Well, we're just kidding. We don't have pregame meetings. We go from game to game to game. But thanks for texting in that information. The Flemings, cousins, not sisters.
You still have that animosity. Whatever Doug Fleming is related to both of them,
That's family.
Yeah, that's family.
That's family. Don't rough my family up.
Watts on the wing. Entry pass in there, gets stolen away right into traffic. That's a tough pass to make. McDonald, though, gets the steal. McDonald pulls up, no good.
Looked down at her feet to make sure she was behind the line before she shot it. That's going to be tough.
McDonald just trying to get a steal. She's really working. She wants to win this game. Cozy, free throw line jumper, that's money. Colleen Hahn. 3 seconds, 2.
Luck not to throw it up. Well, there they get a late one going up, I think later than the buzzer anyway. So that's not going to go in as we see nice little replay here. Sweet jumper right from the free throw line. Wasilla really clicking on all cylinders there at the end. As you see the cheerleaders on your screen, again, we'll give you that number only a few more times, so you better write it down or get it in your phone, 702-276-7723. Send in your text. We'll read it for you here on the air. Taylor, your thoughts here. What are you going to do coming in the fourth quarter if you're Valdez now down 12?
You got to it's tough. It's a tough break, especially if you're coming into this game with the mentality you're gonna blow a team out, and then your best player goes out, and then now you're fighting down 12. You just have to change your mentality. And it's pride. It's heart. You have to figure out what you have in the tank, and you have to pull it out here. This is your home floor here in your tournament. You don't want to go down here, especially look at a JV team. Yes, this Wasilla team is very good, but when you go look at the record book and you see a JV team beat you, that can demoralize you. And then also, it can hurt a lot of it. It can hurt this crowd. A lot of things can happen here. You just got to come out and play with heart and play with whatever you have left.
So, texters, they want you to pick it up in here as well. Texting in from 1834. Hope the ankle feels good. Jillian Fleming, number 32, Valdez. Keep working, girl. So the fans from far away are sending in notes, but Wasilla's just sending in buckets.
That's Dorba there. Makes me wonder how many girls, sit on the bench for varsity, Yes, they did. They brought the JV team down here for a tournament, but then also the Diamond tournament for the girls makes me wonder how many of these girls actually sit the bench on varsity and, get some of those varsity minutes.
Swing minutes, yeah. Well, the way they move and jive, you can tell that that's a competitive program, because if this is the second best 10 girls that they have in Wasilla, I can tell you they got a heck of a first set of 10 girls. But hey, Chugiak got them today in the Diamond tournament, as a texter had sent into us previously. So a pretty big upset at the 4A level, and there's going to be an upset in favor of Wasilla here at the 3A level as Valdez. With Mott, certainly, and hopefully she'll be back in the state tournament. I'd take Valdez against many of the teams we've seen.
It's going to stay here with Wasilla. Layup up there, no good. Rebound, Titus. Titus on the hook shot, no good. And the foul underneath here. Tough break there. Cindy Johnson fouled her on the arm, tried to go for the rebound.
Now, one thing that certainly you can say and you can hope for as a Valdez fan here is when you're on your home court, you know the spacing, you know the three-point lines, you got the spots that you've picked out in practice. Certainly, if you can get yourself to the free throw line, you should be very comfortable shooting your free throws on your own home court. So, you can't count them out in that regards. They should have the feel in this this gym as far as if they need to make some three-pointers, they can get that set up. But they're going to have to do a better job on the defensive rebounds.
Got to get rebounds first and foremost. And you can have a feel of anything, but if you can't put it into work, it means nothing.
Well, and I'm pretty sure over the course of that halftime, Coach Roman from Wasilla went ahead and kind of pointed out Francosi to the girls and said, let's put the clamps down on this one because she was the one that hurt her. And they basically have. You see number 32 there for Wasilla is chasing Francosi around and just basically denying the ball. But Francosi can't hurt you if she's not getting the ball or if she gets the ball way out here.
Tides is on the ball right there. She gets down on it. Long pass down right here. And a jump ball there.
Francosi tied her up, so you still make plays on the defensive end. You can see a mad scramble for the ball there. Morgan showing you bodies laid out all across this floor. It's been this floor's taken a beating over 2 days. Been playing basketball since 9 a.m. 2 days in a row, 9 a.m., 9 p.m. That's 24 hours of basketball. That makes me tired when I think about the fact we've streamed that much.
Oh, my goodness. Watts right there, denied by Titus. And thrown on the floor.
2-on-1 if she wants it. Anderson's not going to take it, but the good follow from the support runner.
That was Badger on the support right there. Goes in and out.
A little bit surprising. I mean, of course, anytime you get a stretcher in an arena, you're gonna have the crowd get silenced a little bit. But the air is certainly taken out, and you can even kind of see if you flash back to earlier visions of this crowd. The place was packed.
Yeah,
I mean,
for that boys game.
It was
sure.
jammed full for the boys game, and a lot of that had trickled into the girls game, and it was loud and it was raucous. And if I just had to turn my mic down at the start of the second half because I had to turn it up so you guys could hear me during the first half. But the crowd significantly quieter here. I mean, you're down 14. Maybe they can get on their feet and pick these girls up.
Francosi. Bad pass over McDonald.
Well, 32 Hans just got to be the best defender because they just immediately after the halftime locked her up on Francosi. She's just been denying the ball. She hasn't had a chance to get it, and Han is long and agile and has just done a great job of clamping down on Valdez Senior there.
Some of these Buccaneers look kind of down right now. McDonald there was just putting her head in her jersey. I hope they're not giving up just yet. There's still 5.5 minutes left to play. This is more than enough time as Francosi gets rejected at the rim once again. Oh. Hard hit right there, but not intentional. They are.
Good sportsmanship there by Carly Fleming. That's selling out on the pump fake.
Yeah.
She sold out on the pump fake from about 3 yards away and bared down on her. So McSorley will head to the line. Real good opportunity here. There are going to be some free throws to be shot. 18 fouls for Valdez. So Wasilla will be heading the line. If they can bury these free throws, I think they can put some final nails in this coffin in Valdez.
What's crazy to look at is the other side, the fouls. Wasilla only has one in the whole fourth quarter here. This is kind of a little shock right here to me.
Well, you didn't know what you were going to see, but it didn't take but about 4 minutes to watch them run a couple different offensive sets, make some adjustments to Valdez adjustments that you knew that these girls were well coached and disciplined. And so I imagine Wasilla cuts a fair number of girls from their basketball program. So the girls that have made the cut and made the travel team for the JV team, they're going to be disciplined. So having one foul, well, you see it there. They're not finishing on the layup. But having one foul is something that Coach Roman will probably hang her hat on here as showing her girls showing good composure in a semifinal game. This is a big game.
Yeah, championship game tomorrow right here, you know. It's kind of shocking to see, you know, a JV team like this. You know, they don't get to experience this a lot, especially freshmen and sophomores all the way around. You don't usually see a freshman or sophomore experiencing these kind of things. You know, they could be possibly going to a varsity championship tomorrow against ACS.
Well, never mind the fact that they don't play a lot of tournaments. I mean, there may 1-2 JV tournaments a whole year, if that. So the idea of even playing on back-to-back days is a big deal for a JV team. We'll see how they do back-to-back-to-back. The ACS is certainly no slump.
Carly Fleming here just struggling, can't get anything to go here. And she's starting to ball up a little bit. That's her 15th foul right here. She's done for tonight.
And so Coach Fleming coming to the bench. It's going to be a lot of wound licking, I think, for the Buccaneers through this one. They'll have some gut check time, but Valdez, not just the team, but the community, it's a strong community. So I imagine you're going to see some good rallying of these Buccaneers and their fan base off of this win. They'll be playing tomorrow. We'll give you the times here in our next break. I'll update everybody on when they can tune in to the game times for tomorrow.
And we have a foul underneath here.
So I promised I'd do it, so here you go. The tournament bracket for tomorrow. The games, if things continue as they are, it will be the championship games at 6 o'clock. So if Wasilla does, in fact, hold on, you can tune in at 6 o'clock to watch that championship game. Valdez, if they do, in fact, lose, the third-place game will be at 3 o'clock tomorrow. So those are our two game times for these two teams tomorrow if it continues away, or if it doesn't. I'm sure you Valdez fans would love to watch the game at 6 o'clock with a very miraculous comeback here by the Buccaneers. But, hey, call Bill Belichick. He might help you out.
Always you and your Patriot references.
And I hate them, too. I love the 49ers.
All righty. McSorley bringing the ball down the floor. Give it over. Hodge underneath and a layup. It's just looking grimmer and grimmer here for the Buccaneers. You know, it's tough. You know, it's bad enough to lose on your home floor, losing one of your great players on your team. But it's another thing too. Yes, it's Wasilla, a 4A team. You're looking at 100 people trying out of the girls team a year, but it's still a JV team, and you know that really takes a toll on you.
There's JV players all over the world watching right now, just cursing you from time. Well, I'll give you a little bit of reference. We had Mike Bibby, when Mike Bibby, the NBA star, was a freshman, and his freshman team came up to our tournament and whooped up on our he whooped up on everybody. 16-team 4A tournament. There were 1,400 kids in my school. Mike Bibby's freshman team.
Johnson, can you hear me?
And smoked us. Yeah, not only could I hear you, actually, everybody could hear you because we didn't turn your microphone down. That's Chantel Sagna. I don't know how to say your last name. Sonia. That's Chantel tuning in to you all.
That was an interesting play right there. Went off of Wasilla there clearly, but they gave it to them instead. And Coach Valdez, Doug Fleming, just sat there and just started laughing. So I think you know where he stands on the rest of this game.
He's well, you know, as we're sitting here, kind of looking at it and theorizing, there's probably a number of 3A Aurora Conference teams tuning in. You know, Eielson, Monroe girls team, all of them have been, of course, looking up at Valdez as the team to beat in our region tournament. I certainly know that Hutch, we play Valdez twice a year, and we play them at the region tournament, and they've been a force. So it's kind of makes for an interesting storyline for the entire Aurora Conference as far as who now maybe has the upper hand. You know, with Valdez taking injury, I just really hope, having seen Mott go down, that it was as innocent a fall as it looked, and a lot of the other stuff is just precautionary, how they take a player out and take care of athletes these days. You don't get to rub some dirt on it anymore.
And pass right there goes right out of bounds. I think most of the Valdez players here are just kind of, you know, walking it out. I think they've kind of seen enough tonight. They just want to go to bed, forget this night, because you know, tough loss like this and losing one of your best players is really hard, and you just kind of want to forget this day ever happened.
It's an interesting opportunity here, though, for a new sixth man for the Buccaneers, and this is as much as Fleming, I'm sure, is defeated. Sometimes you lean over to your assistant coach and you ask him to find you the player that's still working out there. You know, you need, even if Mott comes back, there's an opportunity for one of those players on the bench to kind of show some heart and show some real guts here at the end, as we see 22 staying up with her. Let's see if any Valdez Buccaneers stand up as next man up here.
Valdez on the floor here. Got another jump ball here. It's going to go to Valdez.
And while we're kind of winding down here, I'll give a little more love to Morgan Blair, who's getting you another replay here, and a little love to our whole production staff. Down at the bottom there, texting is Jade Fine. She's doing good work, except for the fact that she was just texting. Sophia, been doing a great job on that score, keeping everything cool down there. Of course, Aaliyah Rollins, as Valdez hits a nice three there, brings a little life in. Aaliyah Rollins, your tech director. Daniel's over running some camera. Bernadette's running some camera. Miranda Schiff running that floor camera. Very dangerous. Not only is she by all those players, but all those cheerleaders, too. So, big ups.
Can get violent.
Big ups to the Hutchinson High School stream team for getting this one almost in the books anyways. And as I'm talking about them, just a reminder to y'all got to watch this for free. We did not get to come down here for free. It cost about $1,600 worth of bus to come down here, and I had to buy another like $300 worth of food just to feed these kids snacks. Never mind all the meals that we're going to have to go through. So if you got a little extra change in your pocket and want to send it to a stream team who just let you watch a game, we would love to take donations. We only take them by mail, unfortunately, but if you can mail in your donation there to the address on screen, 3750 Geis Road in Fairbanks, Alaska. We would surely appreciate any help that you can send our way, because we got to fund all that ourselves, and we don't like to charge you guys to watch games. We'd like you to be able to do it for free. But some of you who really love tuning in there, seeing your team play, all you Wasilla Warrior fans, you ever want us to fly down and stream one of your tournaments, look us up. We'll come down there and stream. We love traveling all over the state, bringing you guys this exciting action.
All right, I think this is McSorley at the free throw line. Knocks it down. Coming down to the final minute here, Valdez down 19 points. McDonald here kind of just stuck in the corner there, just kind of allowed the teammates to kind of throw it.
You know, speaking of Valdez, and they've obviously had the more emotional side of things, but it's also interesting to watch the Wasilla Warriors. I mean, we're talking about laying gas on. That's Badger up 20 points, and she's doing a great, hard defensive play down here in this corner. You tell a kind of program that just says, man, it's all go all the time. It don't matter what you're up. You're going to push and you're going to execute and do good things. And so big ups to the Wasilla Warriors, including a text message came in for them from 2956 says, whoop, way to go, Warriors. I read your text, so you can go to bed now. But thanks for tuning in and watching the game.
Inside. Gets sent away there. That's Sydney Johnson.
Nice block by Johnson. That's kind of what I'm saying. And Johnson, I think, is one of the girls that's going to have to pick it up here for the Bucks, at least for the rest of this tournament. I won't assume Mott's probably not going to be back tomorrow anyways. So we'll see what Johnson can keep bringing. So she brought a good play there. And that's going to do it here. The final game of the second day of this Valdez Elks tournament. Taylor, thoughts?
Definitely really blew out my pregame proportions. I thought Valdez was going to come out here, have a nice victory. I thought Wasilla was going to put up a little bit of a fight, but completely changed my thought after Mott went out. That's unfortunate for Valdez and her, because if it is worse, then that could really put a hole in her for the rest of her high school career at least. But, Wasilla did come out and they played hard, and they showed that they're not just a JV team.
Well, you were too young to watch Mike Tyson, but he was in my prime, and I remember watching a fight. He came out heavily favored. The other guys, you didn't really know much about him, and all of a sudden they punched him back, like I said early, and all of a sudden Mike had to start fighting. Next thing you know, he got cut, and next thing you know, that was the ball game for Mike Tyson, and began the tail end of his career. I don't think it's going to be that bad for Valdez. It's one game, but they certainly got punched early, and huge props to the Wasilla JV Warriors. Certainly no names no more. They're no fluke. This is a great team, and all you ACS fans out there who might have been tuning in, you're going to be in for a barn burner tomorrow. Again, the game tomorrow, the championship game in the girls bracket will be 6 o'clock tomorrow. The Valdez Buccaneers will be playing at 3 o'clock. We will be bringing you all that action as we have been doing for 2 days. We're exhausted. It's time to shut this thing down, go get some dinner. But thank you all for tuning in. My name is Ben Johnson.
And I'm Taylor Gatto.
We out.